Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
Panther Street, Panther Street. Check, check. Ready.
James. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Buccaneers had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Now 2nd and 9.
Go.
They'll set up a throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Dragon 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it down the right sideline. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one,
and in for the Lions, touchdown. Sam Laporta, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throw left side, taken in by Palmer. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Let's go now. Ready?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
Eagle, 60, trap 50, trap 50.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Now back to the ground game with White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Well, this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to begin that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw on 2nd down. High. Oh, the Buccaneer too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hyde. He's got it to Williams. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 3rd down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, it's James. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Hey, check that. Street,
Last
street.
time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Ready? Warrior 70. Check go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hyde. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's James returning. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Cougar 19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
On second down, they'll run with White. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Mustang 19. Go.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Brady never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for our defense because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
2nd down and a yard. A toss out right to Gibbs. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4. Another run for Gibbs here.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Let's go now.
A give right side for Gibbs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add 6 to their lead. What an excellent run. And from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way out to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Okay, break.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this is not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
60. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 10. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 36-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
65 cat.
They'll look to throw here. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
For the field goal, a 53-yard attempt.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. High. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
We're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front. The front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. James now to return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Here we go.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Go.
Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set.
79 Broncos.
Second and 19 at the
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
He'll drop to throw. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Looking to throw. And this one is incomplete. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs trying on fourth down to come up empty. And the Lions will take over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football? And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Throwing on first down. High. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Ready. .52 blaster. Hunt, hunt.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney.
Got it.
Gibbs straight ahead. fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
You certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get involved in the end zone.
Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Marcus Jones picks it.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Ready.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw. Beltran. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Field, black. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. Beltran. Touchdown! Jerome Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red. Short field, but now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Dragon 60. Go.
2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready, ready?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5. Back to throw again. Back to the same target, Campbell. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And they're going to speed things up here.
2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Palmer. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
Got it. Ready?
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
19 Lions. Warriors 70.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Back to throw. That is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 15-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Down. Trouble 38. Check field. Hut.
He'll keep it himself. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
Ready?
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. And how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Ready up.
The Lions on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set. Go. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Beltran. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
That doesn't help indeed.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, huh?
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Ready?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
Nate Hobbs there to bring him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit